Hello and welcome to this session on your resume header and education sections. Let's jump on in. So when you are starting to put together your resume and you know the kind of style and format that you want for it, you want to start out by including your header. In your header, the most important thing is your name. I know that sounds really silly, but your name needs to be the main attraction of this resume to really show off who this document is all about. It's the main attraction. You want to make sure that it's big and bold and at the top, and it's clear whose document this is. You also want to make sure you have your telephone number in there. With that, ensure that you have the correct number written down. I know that sounds very silly, but we have seen where students have accidentally included the wrong telephone number in their header, and this will automatically get you out of search processes because people won't be able to get a hold of you. You also, as you are doing this, want to keep in mind your own personal voicemail that you have attached to that telephone number because you want that to be professional as well. So go ahead and give that a listen. Make sure that it includes your full name and is in a professional style. We also encourage you to include your email in your resume header. In particular, if you are a current student, we highly recommend using your wmich.edu account because it communicates that you are a current student to employers. And then if you have your LinkedIn account and it is up to date and it is professional and you've had it looked over by a career development specialist and they say, yeah, you have a strong profile, this is looking good, go ahead and have that link on there so that people can immediately contact you through that social media site. With your LinkedIn, there is a way to customize that link through your profile settings so that it just appears your full name and not include a bunch of numbers so that it looks a little bit more professional. Now here are some examples from our friends Beyonce, Darth, and Ferris. So any one of these would work and be acceptable. You can see their names are bold and at the top. They're clearly the star of this show. And they have all the relevant information. You'll notice when in my examples, I do not include addresses. The reason we do not include addresses is because of how many people upload their resumes nowadays to sites like LinkedIn and Handshake. And we really want you to keep that information private so that you don't have any identity theft or any issues with people knowing your direct address. So just include the contact information as appears here. I gave you a couple different formats that you could choose from, and really get creative with it. I was able to create each of these different headers. They look a little bit different from one another, and you can have some fun with it and make it your own. Now, the education section. So there are some really important parts of the education section that we want to encourage you to make sure that you have in your resume. The first is please have your degree. There are so many students that I review their resume and it's just their major. That's not your degree. Your degree is Bachelor of Business Administration. Now, your institution is Western Michigan University. Many students like to also include Hayworth College of Business. Then that's where you include, after you list your institution and degree, your major and minor. You'll want to include your city and state, and then your expected or anticipated graduation date. A lot of times people put dates of attendance here, and that's not quite what you want to do just because you haven't actually completed that degree yet. We also encourage including your GPA if it is above a 3.0. While you're in college. Once you're out of college, the GPA becomes a little bit more irrelevant. You can remove it. But while you're a current student searching for a job, we recommend having it on there. And that's all we have for the resume header and education sections. Please, if you have any questions at all about the content in this presentation, give us a call or send us an email. And as always, connect with us on Instagram.